Are you flying Southwest and wondering what the new boarding process is like in the era of assigned seating? This is Travel Award Search, and we'll tell you about that boarding process and some tips to help make it go smoothly. One definite positive change in the boarding process is fewer wheelchair customers. The miracle of Jetway Jesus seems to have gone away, and we only had one wheelchair customer for our flight. After those people board, then active duty military and priority boarding go. And we'll tell you more about priority boarding later in the video, but it is a good tip to be aware of. There's no more stainless steel stanchions. There are just two screens that display the group number currently boarding. There are 8 boarding groups, and each boarding group has about 15 to 20 people. Everyone on the same reservation gets the same boarding group. Groups 1 and 2 are for A-list preferred, choice extra fares, and extra legroom seating. Groups 3 to 5, it's still a little bit of a mystery how you get which of these groups, but this grouping is for choice preferred fares, A-list, and Rapid Rewards credit card holders not in groups 1 and 2. Groups 6 to 8 are for non-credit card holders with choice or basic fares. One big tip is to recheck your seat assignment well ahead of the flight. There are several reports of assigned seats being changed or deleted by the system. This may just be a problem as they're getting things settled in. Be sure and check your seat assignments ahead of time to avoid that issue. We thought you might be interested in the upgrade cost that was displayed for our short 1-hour Salt Lake City to Las Vegas flight, a few hours in advance of the 48-hour mark when some credit card holders and A-list can upgrade for free. There were just middle seats available in the front of the aircraft, and those were each $18. The exit row seats were only $15 for that upgrade, but again, a very short flight. We had selected preferred seating in row 7, which we were allowed to do because of our premium credit card, and we had gotten boarding group 4 on the outbound flight. For the return flight, we had preferred seats in row 6 and had boarding group 3 that time. We did change to extra legroom seats in row 4, and that moved us up to boarding group 2. When boarding actually starts, groups just line up what they're called. The groups aren't real big, so your position isn't really critical. It doesn't hurt, certainly, to be towards the front, especially if you're concerned about bin space. The groups were called too quickly on our flight to Las Vegas, so we had this kind of backup in the jetway when we arrived in our group 4. Everyone's learning, so I'm sure that will also improve over time. Boarding does definitely take longer, as everyone is trying to get bin space above their seat and is still learning the new process. We had one rollerboard and found bin space at our row on the outbound, but took the last of the bin space near our seat. It was not any problem on the return flight when we were in row 4. There are reports of people putting luggage in the front bins, even if they're sitting in the back. We didn't notice that on our flights, but we did see people putting backpacks in the overhead. If you're on one of the planes with the newer bins that allow luggage to stand on its side, it will certainly make things easier and allow more space for the luggage. Another tip to keep in mind, especially if you get extra legroom seats, is that the bin over rows 2 and 3 on the A to C seat side is locked for crew use. So you've got that plus the people in the bulkhead seats needing to store all of their baggage. So it gets a little tight in those rows. Even with a bit slower process, we were fully loaded on time and everyone was able to have bin space. Now, it was interesting, we really had a big benefit. The last time I checked the seat map, the middle seat between my husband and I was taken. But we did end up with an empty middle seat there which was really nice. And I suppose they decided to upgrade to a middle seat in the extra legroom section instead of just a preferred middle seat. The extra legroom seats we upgraded to on our return flight were definitely more roomy, although it did require us taking a window and a middle seat. Now, the extra legroom seats also get pistachios and a free drink. Now, let's also talk about priority boarding and the tip there. If you're really concerned about bin space, priority boarding may be the answer. You can purchase it 24 hours to 30 minutes before the flight, and for our short flight, it was available for just $10. So if you're on a very full flight or traveling during a busy time and you're worried about your bags and bin space, that may be the answer. The fee does apply for each segment if you've got more than one, and it's largely non-refundable. If you're a bit concerned but not sure, you could go to the airport and see how full your flight is, and if priority boarding is still available, buy it at that point. Overall, the process is a little bit different and everyone is learning, but it really wasn't too bad. This has been Travel Award Search. We hope this video helps you travel wisely, travel well. Please remember to give us a like or a subscription and drop us a comment. Let us know about your experience on Southwest with the new process. Thank you.